Hey peeps, Dinah/Beanie here with March's speedpaint, which is, completely coincidentally, another clothes swap. Now, if you've come from IDA, you likely already know that I've been getting hecka back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. I was one of those many kids who grew up on the 4Kids dub back in the day. And I remember also, as a kid, I had to have been like 11 or 12 in my preteens at least. I remember watching the abridged series. And I've been getting back into that recently. It's like 80 episodes now, almost. And I left off on episode 13, I think? It was Busted Rhymes. I specifically remember waiting for that episode to come out. I remember when it came out. I think it was episode 13. It might be 18, but I think it's 13. But, you know, when you're getting back into the abridged series, of course you're going to want to get back into the actual classic series itself. So I started doing that, and I rediscovered my love for Rex and Weevil. I loved them so much back then, I love them so much now. They're like the original, those two minor characters for me. You know, I mean, I don't know if you know, but a lot of you probably know that I tend to gravitate towards those types of characters, the like minor characters that hang around each other. Anyway, the concept for this piece, the clothes swap, again, another clothes swap. I love clothes swaps, I really do. But I'm sorry. The concept for this piece came from when I was browsing some art, and I came across some doodles that somebody did that was like half Pokemon, half Yu-Gi-Oh! And they actually drew Rex in the Magma outfit. And I looked at that and I was like, I love that concept. I want to do that. And normally when I have that feeling, I go, no, Diana, you already draw essentially exclusively fan art. Don't you start filtering off of other people's fan art ideas. But when I saw that and I had the thought, I want to draw that, I just immediately thought, oh dude, I could draw Rex in the Magma outfit and Weevil in the Aqua outfit. That's perfect. And so I let myself do it this time. I let myself draw this time. And when I started out, it was on the same canvas, but they were drawn separately. But you know how much I love putting characters in each other's spaces. So I was like, could I? And I took the battle sprites that I was using as reference. I was basing these poses off of those battle sprites from 3rd gen. And I actually took the sprites and put them next to each other and like, you know, up on, like overlapping each other to see if I could make the pose work. And I was like, yeah, I could make that work. And so I did. It's maybe a little wonky, but I think it worked out for the most part, you know? Yeah, I had no idea what I was going to do with the shading when I started this. I ended up, like, sitting there staring at the base coloring when I was done with it, just going, because I had no idea what I wanted to do for the shading. I didn't know if I wanted to do cell shading, or if I wanted to do, like, maybe the soft shading that I did, like, on the Winter Date speed paints. I had no idea, and eventually I just grabbed my zebra cookie brush and I just started going at it. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do whatever, my hand's gonna do what it wants. Go for it. Speaking of the shading, I sent this to my brother because I wanted some input on something. And I appreciate his input. It's really nice to get the outside help, the outside perspective, so I generally tend to ask my brothers when I'm having trouble with something on a piece of art. I sent it to him, and this is completely separate from what I was asking. He said, hey, nice job on the Pokemon style coloring. Because he thought I was doing that on purpose to like emulate the style of the 3rd gen art, and I was like, that wasn't intentional. I wasn't trying to do that. It's not the first time that I've been told good job on the Pokemon style coloring when I wasn't trying to do that, and I'm thinking at this point it won't be the last. Ugh, that hand. You get to watch me try and fail and eventually give up on that thumb drop shadow. Generally I try to do drop shadows, even if I have to fudge it a little bit, but I don't know, this time I gave up. I was done. I already spent so much time drawing that hand, I guess I just didn't want to bother anymore with that. Oh, I think also I thought I was done with the base coloring at this point, but then I realized I hadn't done the hand, and I was like, sorry about that. Speaking of the base coloring, I actually got it done in about an hour, and I was pretty happy about that. I remember I stopped recording at the point that I finished it, because, you know, I wanted to get my bearings, take a break, get up and walk around because my legs were hurting. And I looked at the recording and I was like, oh dude, that only took me an hour, nice. And at this point, I mean, I could have been almost done, because I got the base coloring done. I didn't realize I was going to go in and do this lighter shade. So I was like, man, only an hour? You know, because generally, speed paints tend to take me longer than that. I feel like I average 2 hours. But yeah, then I went in, and the rest of this picture took another hour to complete. Though I cut out a bit of it at the end, it was the background. The background, I ended up cutting out a piece of what I was doing with it because the color. I had no idea what I wanted to do with the color, and that's what I was asking my brother about, and I ended up just messing with the color for like 30 years, and it was dumb and boring, so I just decided to cut a bit of that out. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but the initials on Rex's hoodie there, I couldn't help myself. The Magma hoodie already has that little circle on it, you know? And I looked at it and I was like, I couldn't help but see. Yeah, if you know Yu-Gi-Oh, then you probably already know that post Duelist Kingdom, Rex wears a beanie that has his initials on it. In a little, you know, like circle emblem like that. So I just couldn't help myself to put them in there. They fit in perfectly, you know? And I tried to do something like kind of similar with Weevil. And I made the ends of his Aqua bandana reminiscent of like the top of his hair, you know? But then the stupid ear things on the Magma hoodie ended up blocking that out. So it's like, great, that didn't work out. But for the most part, I feel a lot of this picture did work out. I'm happy with that. Well, this has been the March Speed Paint. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Ciao!